Well, howdy folks. I'm in Gatesville, Texas, which is about 90 miles north of Austin. The next stop is going to be the SpaceX test facility. I'm riding my Ninja today. I've got it all configured in cross-country mode like I used to ride it. I've got the cloth saddlebags. I've got my Australian leather and fluid seat thing. I'll give you a tour of my configuration later. I got my tank bag here. I don't have a power outlet on here. When I was working on the thing, my power outlet wiring was real crappy, so I just ripped it out and said I'll do it again right later. So this is my GPS. I don't know if you can see it. It's a piece of paper. I do have my iPhone, but since I can't charge it, I'm only using it a little bit. The reason I'm going out here today is it's a pretty nice day. It's about 60 degrees. A little bit cool riding in my mesh jacket, but not too bad. Really nice when you're stopped. The sun's bright. I'm not used to I miss the creature comforts of my FJR, but one reason I took this bike is because we're going to go on some back roads and we're going to try to get closer to SpaceX. I was out here in an airplane 2 weeks ago, and I created some breaking news because we flew around SpaceX, and I took some cell phone pictures of a new vertical takeoff and landing, quote-unquote, grasshopper style rocket ship they've got out here. That had not been revealed by SpaceX that was here. So I put it on Reddit and the Space Forum, and it created a huge amount of interest. So I thought I'd come back and try to take the back roads and get closer to it to get a better picture of it. So that's what we're doing. We're going to out in the back roads, and this bike is like my adventure bike. First of all, it's running. A fellow named Paul Zabor fixed it up for me. It's running beautifully. I've been running along 75-mile-an-hour speed limit here in Texas. I've been running along with that just fine, and as smooth as can be. I'm really enjoying it. Now you sit up in my FJR, you kind of sit in it, and this one you sit up over it. It doesn't have a temperature gauge, and it doesn't have much of anything but two wheels and a motor, but it's a pretty fun bike. I'm really enjoying it. So anyway, let's go over to the SpaceX facility or see how close we can get to it. And with this bike, I'm not afraid to go down a gravel road or a bumpy pot road, and just anything. It doesn't matter. Whereas my FJR with all that thousands of dollars of plastic on it and the kind of top heavy for me, that's not the best mission for that bike. But this is as good as or better than a BMW 1200 GS for going down these backcountry roads. So that's what we're going to do. I'll be back later. I want to see how close. Okay, I'm on County Road 301, a little bit south of 15 or 20 miles south of Gatesville, Texas. I'm doing my adventure riding here. This should lead me to a view of the SpaceX launch pad where they've got this big new rocket. The only launches they can do for here are these hovering launches. So it'll be interesting to see if I can get a good look at it. It's beautiful anyway. The worst that happens is I get on the Texas back road. This is the kind of thing an FJR could go down this road and that would be fine, but I wouldn't enjoy it. Because I'd be thinking, oh no, I dropped this bike and it cost me $500 in plastic. Okay, well, I may be lost. I must be lost. Oh well, that might be County Road 301, but I'm not going to go through his gate. Because that might be private property. You just don't want to do that here in Texas. I'll go back out and I'll turn the iPhone on and try to... Okay, there's a hovering rocket. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'll try to get a little closer, get my telephoto lens out. That's, I think, I'm not sure if that's the big one or the little one. I think that may be the one that I discovered and revealed to the world. It looks like I can go from this rise and get a little better view of it. There's the big crane that they had right next to it when I was here the other day. Yeah, there's the little one and the big one. Oh, we're going to get a good view of the big one. No, that fence wasn't there, but I could probably work around that. Yeah, there's the original hovering rocket over there. I bet that's been retired. And there's the new one that they haven't talked much about, just to the left of that water tower. I'll get out and take some better pictures of it. This is awesome. It's worth getting a little chilly to get out here and see this. And it's going to be cold going back because I'm not wearing long underwear. That was a mistake. Okay, here's the Adventure Ninja taking me out here in the Texas, central Texas prairie. And I've got a really good look at the new SpaceX rocket, the one they aren't really talking about yet. Unfortunately, I brought my 35mm camera with a telephoto lens, but I didn't put a battery in it. I took the battery out to charge it and forgot to put it back in when I left, so I may post a cell phone picture. But still, it's an interesting rocket. It's certainly been fired at least a little bit. There's scorch marks on the bottom. Where that's almost certainly a hovering rocket. Might not be. I suppose they could, but if it wasn't, they would put it in the big test stand over there if all they wanted to do was shoot it off. So that's got to be a big old hovering Falcon 9 rocket. So anyway, I'm sorry I don't have good pictures of it. I'll do better next time. Anyway, here's Jim. Here's the Adventure Ninja. This thing's running great. It's really running well. I'm real pleased with it. It took 2 years to get it running good again. It's filthy as all get out, but it's running like a champ, and I'm really enjoying it.